Now we are going to learn about factoring. So factoring means breaking into two or more smaller numbers. For example, if I ask you to factor 15, so factor this. So factor this means, can we write this as a product of two smaller numbers? So you will say yes, it is 3 times 5, or you will say 5 times 3. So you factor 15. In other words, you will say 5 is a factor of 15, 3 is another factor of 15. So same way, if we are asked to factor a polynomial, so what we are going to do, we are trying to write that polynomial as a product of two smaller polynomials. So let's see how we do the factoring. The very first method of factoring is, if you are given a polynomial and you are asked to factor this polynomial, so you will try to see, is there anything common between each and every term of this polynomial? This polynomial has only two terms. This is the first term and this is the second term. So both term has 3, because the first term has 3 and second term 6 can be written as 3 times 2. So both term has 3 in it. So we can borrow 3 from both of the terms and write this outside. Okay, so we are going to write two brackets. So we write 3 here. So what else is common? This first term has 2 copies of x, second term has only 1 copy of x. So how many maximum number of copies we can borrow? Same number of copies of x we can borrow from each term. From first term we can borrow 2 copies, but we have to borrow same number of copies. Second term don't have 2 copies, so maximum we can borrow 1 copy of x from each and every term, and that is the maximum number of x copies that we can borrow if you have to borrow the same number of copies. Okay, so we can borrow 1 copy of x from both term and write it here. Now what will be in the second bracket? Whatever is remaining at the first place, right, that we will write here. The middle sign will be minus. Whatever is left at the second term we will write here. So what is left at the first place? 3 is already borrowed from first term, so we are done with 3, and 1 copy of x is also borrowed and written outside. So only 1 copy of x is left at the first place. Then minus sign, whatever the sign is, keep the same sign. Now at the second place, 3 we already borrowed and 1 copy of x is already borrowed, so only 2 is left at the second place. So what we get 3x squared minus 6x, that can be written as 3x times by x minus 2. You factor this polynomial as a product of two polynomials. This is called factoring. And we have to, this is one way to find the greatest common factor of each and every term and borrow that from each and every term and write it outside, and in the second bracket write the remaining thing at each and every term. Let's do one more question. So factor this polynomial. 2x plus 4 x minus 3 minus 5x minus 3. Now this expression has two terms. The terms are always connected with plus or minus sign. So this is the first term and this is the second term. Correct? So is there anything common between both terms? What is the maximum common thing? You see that this whole factor is same. Correct? Common between both terms. We can borrow this factor from both terms and write it outside. So write that out. And the second bracket is, what is remaining at the first place? Only 2x plus 4 is remaining. Then minus sign. What is remaining at the second place? Only 5 is remaining. So we can simplify. Can you simplify inside the brackets? Yes. First bracket it is already simplified, but in the second bracket we can combine 4 and minus 5. That will give you minus 1. So we write this polynomial as a product of two other polynomials, or in other words, we factor this polynomial. So we have some special factoring or special product rules. Let me here just remind you. So let's write down product here. Product, special product I will say. And so what is the special product first? So we just said that if we are multiplying two same factors with the opposite sign in the middle, that is the difference of two square. Okay, if you go in this direction, it is a product. But if you are given a square minus b square and you are asked to factor this, you will write that as a product of two same factors with the opposite sign in the middle. So factoring is the reverse of the product. Same thing if you are multiplying two same factors with the same sign in the middle. In other words, if it is a plus b squared, you know that it is a special product. It is the first term square plus 2 times the first term and second term plus b squared. It is not just a squared and b squared, it is something more than that. And if there is a negative sign in the middle, only the middle term will be negative, b square will be positive. And we have few more special products. If you have a plus b times a plus b times a plus b, or 3 copies of a plus b, you can write this as a plus b cube, and if you will expand it, the expanded form will be a cube plus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared plus b cubed. And if you have a negative sign in the middle with the third power, we can expand this as a cube minus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared minus b cubed. And this side is the product, and when you are given the expanded form and you are asked to find factors, you have the 3 factors, 3 copies of the same factors, a minus b. Okay. And let me give you 2 more formulas or special products and special factoring. The reverse is the special factoring. If you have the difference of 2 cubes, the special factoring is it has 2 factors, a minus b and a squared plus ab plus b squared. And if you have a plus sign in the middle, a cube plus b cube, that is a plus b and a squared minus ab plus b squared. So these are the special products and special factoring. You see that for the cubes we have the special factoring for difference of 2 cubes and the addition of 2 cubes. But for the factoring, the squares, we have only a special factoring for the difference of 2 squares. Remember, if you have the sum of 2 squares, we cannot factor this. So no factors. So we don't have factors for the sum of 2 squares, but the sum of 2 cubes has factoring. So these are the special product and factoring method that we can use sometimes to do the factoring. So let's do a few questions. X square minus 25, factor this. So you see that can you write this as a difference of 2 squares? Yes. And if it is a difference of 2 squares, the factoring is we multiply, it is the same 2 factors but the opposite sign in the middle. We factor it. Now if we ask to find factor of x square plus 25, so it is irreducible. We cannot reduce this as a product of 2 smaller factors. So there is another way of factoring, which is called the diamond and box method. Let's discuss that. So let's do one example. For example, (25x squared minus 10x plus 1). Find the factors of this. So what we will do, so the coefficient, we label the coefficient of x squared with a, the coefficient of x with b, and the constant with c. So in this case, our a is 25, our b is -1 and c -10 and c is 1. We draw a diamond. Here we write AC, A times C, and here we write B. This is the product and this is the sum. What is A times C? A times C is 25 times 1 is 25 and B is -10. Now we are looking for two numbers which will give you the product plus 25 and the sum -10. Can you think about any two numbers which will give you that? Yes, it's -5 and -5. If you multiply, the product is positive 25 and the sum of these two numbers is -10. When you have these two numbers, we will draw a box where the first entry, 2 by 2 box, this is the first entry of the quadratic equation. So it is 25x squared. And this is the last entry of the quadratic equation, 1. And what will be these off diagonal entries? These will be these two numbers with x, because I didn't write the x term. So that is -5x and -5x. We have to find the common factor of this row, this column, and this column. Is there anything common between 25x square and -5x? Yes, 5 and 1 copy of x is common, greatest common factor. Is there anything common between -5x and +1? Just 1, or you can say +1. Is there anything common between this column? You will say 5 and 1 copy of x. Anything common between -5x and 1? Just +1. So this will give you one factor, that is 5x plus 1, and this thing give you another factor, that is 5x plus 1. So what we get 25x squared minus 10x plus 1 can be factored as 5x plus 1, 5x plus 1. So we get two factors. By chance these two factors are same, you can also write this as 5x plus 1 squared. It's by chance, so you may get two different factors. And remember, this factoring technique we use only when we have a quadratic equations. So what do we mean by quadratic equation? Degree 2 of this form. Okay, then we can use this diamond and box method. There is one more method that is called factoring by grouping. Factoring by grouping. So what is that method, and when we use this method? We use this method when we have 4 terms. When we have 4 terms in the given polynomial, then we use. For example, let's take one example where we will include 4 terms in a polynomial. So it is x squared minus y squared plus 3x plus 3y. So when you have 4 terms, you can also look for, when you have 4 terms, so these two formulas also has 4 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you have 4 terms, you can also see if you can use any one of these two formulas according to the plus and minus sign. But if none of these two formula is working, the another method that when we have 4 terms is factoring by grouping. From the name it is clear we will make a group of first two terms and last two terms. We will see, can we factor this? It is the difference of two squares. We can factor this as a product of two same factors and the opposite sign in the middle. Plus, can we factor this? Yes, we can. 3 is common between them. We can factor out 3 and we are left with only x at the first place and only y at the second place. Now in the beginning we had 4 terms, now we are left with only 2 terms. Is there anything common between these 2 terms? You see that this factor, the whole factor is common, so we can take that out. We borrow from both terms and write it here. What is left at the first place? Only x minus 1. What is left at the second place? Only 3. So we factor this polynomial as a product of two smaller polynomial. This is called factor by grouping. So these are all the factoring methods that we will practice. Thank you so much.